DNA. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Meeting in the Ladies Room, KY Radio, here on Power 106 FM. We are at our new location, 1151 South 4th Street, Suite 209. It is our new home. We are out the Hayborn building. Hey, I think the elevators might be working for those of y'all that still got spots. I think, don't quote me, it's a possibility because somebody just told me they was on the 12th floor. I don't know, y'all, but don't quote me on that. But the elevators might be back working for those that got businesses and have been out of their businesses for 2 weeks because the elevators weren't working. I'm giving y'all the tea. I think the elevators are back working officially. It's a possibility. I will confirm that for y'all. But today is good old Wednesday, and I've got some special guests up here. So first off, his whole crew, y'all met them before. Well, not the whole crew, half the crew. Because I heard it was only like a fourth of the crew.
Yeah, it was a couple cats.
They nuts, y'all.
Yeah,
they had me in the studio for 2.5 hours laughing. That's it. That's it. But I want to welcome Jason Buckner and Miss Cynthia Lee Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
I said it right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. Because see, I didn't know that you had a whole hyphen thing going until I happened to see you likes. I was like, oh, there's a whole
okay.
hyphen
We
there.
can leave the hyphen out, actually. That's okay.
I was like, oh, there's a whole hyphen.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. On the promo. My bad. But tonight, y'all, the topic is royalty in my DNA.
Yes.
We are talking business empowerment, Black-owned businesses empowerment, and recognizing what that means in our community. So tonight, they are here to talk about the Diverse Entrepreneurship Summit, which is being held on the 14th of September.
Yes.
At the Speed Art Museum, correct?
Yes.
12 to 5. I have a feeling like it's going over. Because I feel like it's going to be so much good stuff happening and so many good vibes that it's going to run over.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just telling y'all, but y'all need to be there at 12 because I heard y'all are even having a Shark Tank.
Yes.
Yes, it is the first of its kind, Shark Tank Louisville. So what we did was we're basically coming up with a pitch competition. We're looking at a $5,000 investment. That's a financial $5,000 investment, but there's also going to be a non-financial investment. We're looking to anybody that registers for the conference, whether you're a vendor or you're just a general admission, then you can basically submit a 3 to 5 minute video about your idea, your product, your business, or whatever it is that you have going on. You submit that to zscoreblack@gmail.com.
zscoreblack@gmail.com. Submit your videos ASAP because this competition for the pitches is getting real. People are coming out there with some major inventions, some really unique ideas and products, and somebody's gonna walk away with $5,000.
So top five contestants get to actually pitch in front of the live audience right there on the spot, and it's gonna be a great time. So
Okay. So, how did y'all come up with the idea for this? She's laughing. Oh no! Wait a minute. Flag on the plate. Why is she laughing like that?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed.
Let her answer that.
No.
Wow. This
Okay,
is a
so
good
let me tell
story.
you. Okay, it's a real interesting story because you know how when God's moving you in a direction to do something, and you're like, I don't see really how this is gonna happen, God. And then blessings upon blessings upon blessings start flowing. That's literally the story. So when we were first kind of like organically thinking about some of the barriers and challenges we're having as business owners and getting resources, not only for ourselves, but for, other people that own businesses, we were hitting roadblocks and they were hitting roadblocks. And we were thinking, we can have it in the church basement or we could have it in the community center,
Right.
But God saw something so much bigger. I mean, we had a sheet of paper and we just wrote down community center, we'll call these places. And, we just started being visionaries and we had a vision. But never did we think the vision would outgrow us.
Take off the way it is taking off, yes.
Because the fact that y'all having it at the Speed Art Museum, for one, is amazing to me. First of all.
Why
Yes.
is that? Yes.
Because hear of certain types of events there, but an event of this type for the community that is for, which is the Black business community,
Right.
you don't hear that often.
No.
Like, and since I've been here in Louisville for 13 years, I don't think I've heard of one here.
Right,
Like this.
and you know what?
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Credit to whoever's done it before y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, for as an entrepreneurship type event, kind of amazing to me.
Right. And let me back up. So when we talk about diversity, it's not necessarily just African American, and it's definitely not African American male. So if you see our flyers and things like that, a lot of our speakers are male. That just happened. But diversity is going to be female. It's going to be LGBTQ.
Yeah.
It's going to be all of those different communities and things of that nature. So we want to bring that entire population under the umbrella of DES. Even though you might just see African Americans that are leading it and that are speaking this first go round. So I just want to make sure I said that.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Good point. Because our community is very diverse.
Yes.
So it's not just Black owned, because Black owned can be a multitude. And we all are so, I hate to say the word mixed up, but I mean, nobody's like one singular thing.
Yeah, like
No.
she's Native American. I'm
She's
half Puerto
Native
Rican.
American.
Yeah.
He's telling everybody.
You can't go airplane mode either.
You gotta freaking be kidding.
You're right.
Are you live on Facebook?
I'm live on Instagram.
You can't go live on Facebook.
Go for it. Plus, we need to get our numbers going again.
Cool.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you, Zach.
Oh,
Yes, it's on. It's picking up, I promise.
Right. Just making sure.
okay, now I'm about to run. Did I look like I was on that one? You want to put it in here? Snip
Yeah, you're gonna have to put it inside the thing.
Pull it out.
It's like pretty small.
Pretty small.
All right, sorry for the interruption, y'all. Somebody's calling my phone. I don't know who it was, but we are here talking about the Diverse Entrepreneurship Summit, which is being held September 14th at the Sweet Art Museum from 12 to 5. And we are trying to get y'all this information because, honey, there's connects. I'm just telling
Yes.
y'all. There is lots of connects for y'all to be able to learn how to get funding, how to get
Mm-hmm.
loans, grants.
Yes.
Yes.
And they're
Like,
coming.
and I mean,
They're definitely coming.
this
Yes.
is going down, y'all. So tell them about like what that day is gonna look like, how that's
Ooh.
gonna run.
Okay, so you're gonna walk into the Sweet Art Museum at noon, and you're gonna be greeted by wonderful hosts and hostesses. You're gonna register and get a nice swag bag that's gonna have some local businesses that have donated items, etc. You're gonna have a band. You're gonna have some food, appetizers, and an open bar. But you're also going to have this opportunity to really get into resource networking.
Right.
What does that mean?
Yes.
For folks that don't know what that means.
So resource networking simply means that the networking opportunities that are there are to be a resource to you and your business. You should not walk away from this event without something you can utilize in your business the next day.
Okay.
So we're literally just talking about the first 2 hours. So in the first 2 hours, you have that registration, you have a vendor fair, and you also have a networking reception. And so what she's talking about is like while you're actually networking with other individuals, you make sure you get a feel for what it is that you do, You talk about what your brand is, what you bring to the table, things like that. Make sure that you guys exchange information, exchange business cards, and set yourselves up for the future. All while you get something to eat, listen to music, and also enjoy the vendor fair, because a couple of our vendors are SBA, a couple of our vendors are L Home, that actually give us,
Access
funding,
Ventures.
Access Ventures, and then you also have the Coaches Corner, right?
Okay, yes, which is really the pivotal point of the whole first 2 hours. So in this Coaches Corner, you're going to have a panel of people, Donovan Taylor, Pamela Williams, and Vanessa Pinoye.
Okay.
I'm leaving out one.
Yeah, insurance.
Yes, Thomas Allen. All of these powerhouse entrepreneurs and professionals in our community are going to be giving select advice. One's giving sales advice, one's giving legal advice, one's giving business development advice, and you can ask your specific question for your business.
Tax accounting and finance.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that's the first 2 hours, and then after that, that's when we're going to get into an hour is going to be dedicated towards the top 5 finalists of the pitch contest. And so if you're one of those top 5 finalists and you want to actually see those different pitches that made it to the top 5, then you come into the actual hall where we're announcing that. They're going to be on stage. There's going to be an actual panel of judges associated with that particular pitch competition. And so as they go through, their product or their brand or their pitch, we're going to ask certain questions around, things that you would see on Shark Tank. I might ask about, your profitability or projections, or, have you basically had a patent for this particular product?
What's your marketing plan?
What's the $5,000 investment? How is that going to be used for your business? How is it actually going to help you? So we might ask a couple business-related questions associated with that, and then there's going to be a judges, and deals going to be struck right there on the spot, and then we'll see who actually wins that particular $5,000 investment.
Wow.
And it's going to be fun because you'll get the opportunity to watch how to sell your brand, how to sell your business, how to sell your product. You'll get to watch people who do it really, really well do it in front of a whole live audience.
Right.
That's not done anywhere for us. So it's going to be super exciting. And I think the last piece, the culmination of all of this, are the speakers. And we have hand selected the speakers, and I think I really credit Jason to this part because he has some great relationships with some speakers in Louisville, people who are well-established entrepreneurs, like Winston Pittman. I mean, he owns 19 car dealerships.
Man, I was so blessed to hear that he was willing to speak for us. That was really our first person that was secured. Cynthia had a great relationship with Louis Legger, who was actually, I think, a managing member, managing partner over Home Drive Roofing.
Yeah.
So in the construction field and things like that, more residential. I'm not sure if he is in the commercial. He's definitely in the residential. And he's really successful what he does, has a couple other businesses, and so he's going to come and speak. So if you want to talk about, individuals that are able to grow their brands from, Winston Pittman was a car salesman and ends up owning 19 dealerships of his own in different states. So if you want to learn about growing your particular brand and growing your business, being able to sell and things of that nature, manage teams, manage a sales force, then you definitely want to hear these 2 speakers. And then of course the last speaker, our keynote speaker, is a relationship that Cynthia had, which was, I'll let her get into it.
Dr. Boyce Watkins. I don't know if I had a relationship that had a relationship. Okay.
6 degrees of separation.
But it all worked out so nicely that we were able to get a keynote of that magnitude.
Yes.
I mean, he's a national thought leader for Black economics, our community. I mean, he's right up there with Roland Martin.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
And you getting all this for $25, by the way.
that's why I was
$25.
saying, and the tickets in advance was $25, correct?
Yes. And
So when's the last day that they can purchase the $25 ticket?
The September 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
it's September 1st.
I believe it says September 1st.
It does say September the 1st.
I know. He wants to extend it to the 10th.
I
That's
want-
kind of his
I
heart is
wanna-
so big.
Yeah, I want to extend it for the
He
people.
trying to be
because
nice to y'all people.
I'm telling you, you are missing if you have not registered for this particular summit, you're missing the ball game. And like a whole movement is about to start, and we're actually initiating that for our community here in Louisville, Kentucky. I just talked to a guy. He's a DJ out of the city. He's talked about moving to Atlanta, and I can understand it. He talked about how if you're over 34 years old, there's not a lot of opportunity out here for you. And I'm like, look, you can basically go and outsource your talent and your ability, or you can change the community that you live in.
Yes.
And so what we're trying to do is change Louisville and bring it up to a part where it's, other people from other cities and other talent from other cities and even nations will come to Louisville as a stomping ground and start to outsource what they're doing to our particular community. But you have to build it up in order to attract that. So that's
Right.
what that is.
Okay.
The other key piece of this too, I wanted to touch on, is that we're trying to make connecting points to other Black businesses. And we got some great resources that will do that. Buy Black Louisville with Tanika Bryan,
Yes.
she's on it, right?
Yes.
We've got some other boss ladies out there, boss guys out there, great entrepreneurs. But where do we come to where we can all gather in one space and support each other and learn from each other? We really don't have a platform for that. And we're really trying to do our best to establish that platform.
Right. Okay, so real quick, so you have until September 1st to get this $25 ticket. After that, at the door is $35.
Yes.
Do you have vendor spots though? 'Cause I know the vendor spots were like $100.
Yes.
We have a few limited spots left.
We do. We
They
have
are
a few.
going because I get an email every day.
Yeah.
Yo, like, y'all hearing it?
Yes.
Y'all hearing it live?
Yeah.
And here's the thing about the vendor spots, I will say. As a vendor, you'll be able to not only advertise and market your product and who you are, you'll be able to do that with potential investors. So when we talk about L Home and Access Ventures and other platforms that do nothing but service minority-based businesses, it's in your best interest to have your stuff on display.
Right. And you can sell it right there on the spot.
So you're not only selling to our group that comes in and buys a ticket, but the Speed Art Museum's regular customer base as well, because it's going to be open to anybody that enters the Speed Art Museum as well.
Okay.
So you've got the community, our community at the Diverse Entrepreneurship Summit. I mean, you just can't go wrong with the vendor space.
So there's still a few, not a lot, a few vendor spaces left, yeah. Okay, so tell the people where they can get tickets, where they can find you guys on social media, how to get in contact with you, how to keep up with what's going on, and then we're gonna touch on something else.
Okay, first we just gotta reiterate, send your pitch video in zscoreblack@gmail.com. Pitch your product, pitch your idea, pitch your vision. It doesn't have to be perfect, just send it.
Yeah. And if anything, just develop that skill set, that ability to be able to even pitch for capital. When you're talking to anybody, you might run into, a billionaire. You might run into Michael Jordan on the elevator somewhere and just say, how do you pitch your particular business in three to 5 minutes and get him to actually, maybe invest in your particular company. So that's one thing. So make sure you go out to Eventbrite to register.
Eventbrite.com under Diverse Entrepreneurship Summit.
And so also on Instagram, it's the same handle. It is at Diverse Entrepreneurship Summit as one word. On Facebook, it is the same, Diverse Entrepreneurship Summit. We've been lucky enough to be the only Diverse Entrepreneurship Summit out there. So you can use those handles to find us on Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any questions, you can contact either of the founders, Mrs. Cynthia Lou Stewart, or myself, Jason Buckner. And you can reach me directly at 678-642-7000. I'm not giving my number out.
Not at all.
I'm not going to give out Cynthia's
Yo, ladies,
because
don't start tripping.
Yeah, call him. He's got vendor spots for you.
vendor spots. You know what? We didn't actually talk about one thing. So you talked about the day. It doesn't necessarily end at 5 o'clock. So the summit ends at 5 o'clock, but we have a finale at the Bourbon Hall from 10 to 2 a.m. The All Black and Pearl
Come on, get your
Experience.
room out.
So so a lot of
That's
times
what's on the other
people-
side of this flyer.
That's what's on the other side
I'm gonna
of
make
it.
sure y'all gonna see this, and I will put it in the comments.
Yes. I know my people like to come out and we like to have fun and we like to actually do a little bit of additional networking after dark. And so for those individuals interested in that, then we have the All Black and Pearl Experience. We're encouraging you to, wear something that is in line with the theme. But if not, that's fine. We got DJ Z Nights coming through. We've got Chance and Calhoun that's going to actually come and do a number or two and a couple live performances like that. But it's going to be a great time. So the summit is going to be a full day's experience.
And how much is the after party?
Well, if you registered, then it's $5 for you. If you were a vendor, it's free.
Oh.
If you didn't do either one, then it's $15. That's how
You
that
got
goes.
options, people. You got options. You got options. All right. So, y'all got a whole day happening September 14th.
Yeah, we're gonna be busy September
Yeah,
14th.
serious.
Come
Yes,
out.
it's
Come
gonna be a
out.
busy, busy day. Okay, so with that being said, y'all, I need y'all to get out to this event. I am planning on being there representing Power 106 and supporting this event. So I definitely would love for y'all to come out, check this event out, get these resources, get these connects, and then come to the after party.
Yes.
There's a whole after party, y'all. And y'all know I love a good after party.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
So, y'all better catch me out while y'all can, because y'all know once I go home, I'm not coming back out. Y'all know it's not happening. So, I'm gonna need y'all always talk about partying with me. Here you go.
Come on.
Boom.
So, I will make sure this is in the comments.
Mhm.
You guys jump on the live. You can put it in the comments, your tags and handles. Eventbrite is where tickets is at. Somebody's asking that. You can't get up the tickets on Eventbrite. So, it is at Diverse Entrepreneurship Summit. All one word, spelled the correct way, no deviation.
Yes.
Diverse Entrepreneurship Summit.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
You just type in diverse, and it'll
Yeah.
more than likely just even pop up.
Yeah.
That.
That's only one.
And there you have it. So, yeah, definitely get out and support this. So, once again, September 14th, Speed Art Museum from 12 to 5 is the summit. But from 10 to
2 a.m. 2 a.m.
Come on, 2
It's
a.m.
at 3
Shut it
a.m. on
down.
here.
Oh.
I'm sorry. 3 a.m.
It's at 10 to 3 a.m.
That's fine.
It's the after party at Bourbon Hall.
Yes.
Hall.
Y'all can't tell me there ain't nothing to do that day.
Across from the Omni.
And if you didn't know, Bourbon Hall has new ownership.
Yep.
We just
We
so
were
happen
gonna
to
announce
be,
that.
yes, our brother, Captain Alpha Psi, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just shouting them out. even
I
though-
heard that there's going to be an announcement about that on Saturday, Speak on a Radio show.
Oh,
I heard that's
Let me
what's
see.
going to happen.
Let me go on mute.
But I love giving it to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, okay. He's gonna
you
come
know.
on. Okay.
You heard it first. I just, not for me.
Nice.
All right. I want to thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate you guys showing us some love and coming to talk about this event. Y'all know I'm all about small black owned businesses, small businesses, supporting local talent, supporting local businesses. So this is definitely for all of that. So definitely y'all get out and support this event. So I'm going to take a quick commercial break. I've got another guest coming on. So real quick, I'm going to shout out this week's sponsors is Vinyl Empire, 4917 Dixie Highway. So all my crafters, all my people doing t-shirts, hats, anything you need, signage, that's the place to get your supplies from. Truce Tattoos located at 3510 Taylor Boulevard. You need you some ink. You already know Truce the dude. And shout outs to a new Physique Body Contour Studio. Hopefully next week I got some tea for y'all on that situation because they got a new location. And hopefully I get to tell y'all all about it and the specials that they will be running for September. So shout out to this week's sponsors and we will be back shortly.
Yeah.
What's up, Dre? Messing up the line. Hold on.